Hi, here we are doing some live trading, and let's just set up the Layback software to targets to 5 and 5. We can see here in this race here, we can see word of mouth. Now, we'd have to take the fixed odds here because we don't know. These prices are changing all the time, even though it looks better. We'd need to take the fixed odds in order for this to make this work. So if we're looking at backing number 7, we put in number 7 there. We put in the price there, which is at 2.8. Okay, we click go. It tells us we need it back for 2.78. If we go over to the laying here, we can see the laying for word of mouth at the moment now is at. So let's just put this bit down here. You can see now the price has changed to 0.6, so we've changed the price again. Now we're going to have to bet. I'm lucky here we're using sports bets, and we can bet in odd amounts. We just confirm that. And now we go to the laying, and it's at 2.7, so number 7 is at 2.7. Go, so we're going to be betting 5 on it. So you can see there now we've got 5 on it. We've had our bet there, so all we need to do now is wait for the race to be run, and one of our bets will win. Whether our back bet will win or our lay bet will win, we'll soon find out. Okay, the race hasn't quite started yet. So if we just double check there, I'll just bring this over here while we're waiting for the race there. That's our word of mouth lay there. So we're up to lose there. If the horse wins the race, we'll lose 9.38, and that will be carried over. That will be carried over in this column here should the horse win. However, should the horse win, obviously here we're going to be making a profit. So the market has been suspended. We'll come back and we'll see how it went. Oh, no, what we'll do is we'll stay with it. You can see here the race is, it's a mile and a quarter race. So we'll just pause it and come back in a sec. Okay, we can see here number 7, word of mouth, won this race, and you can see why for us to take the fixed price was a lot better, even though at the time we took the fixed price at 260. Now you need to do that because you want a concrete amount. See, if you remember back, it was paying around 320 on the TAB fluctuating price, and of course now it's gone out and paid like $1 less. So that's why we always take the fixed price, because we need a fixed point in which to put our bet in. So what this means now is that the backing part of this bet, just move this up a bit, the backing part was a winner. So what we do here is we click 1, and we will get this notice here telling us our backing target was achieved. Now resetting the backing panel, the data has been saved. So the backing panel now will go back to number 1. Okay, and because we've lost the laying one, we can see now bet number 2 has come up, so we'll put in our bet number 2, we'll go in here and we can see what we do. So we've made a backing target of 5, but we've lost the 8.5 less our 5, so we're down. But what we're doing is, as we said, we're running 2 separate series of bets here. So the backing bet, that's £5 or $5 in profit. The laying bet is in negative at the moment. So now we just go into the next race, and hopefully they will find a horse between 1.8 and 3. So let's let's go to the next race. Next 5 races. So we've got Rockhampton in 3 minutes. Okay, so we'll go back to... Okay, we've got Rockhampton up here. It looks like favourite at the moment is like Seacrest. We can see that it's a 4.4 for the back on Betfair and 4.7 for the lay. If we go over here to Sportsbet, you can see the fixed price at the moment is 3.8. You see the horses come from 7s into 2s out to 4s. This is on track, these figures here, and now we're sitting at 3.8. So I think with 53 seconds to go, we're going to be battling to get that down under 3 for us. So it looks like Rockhampton race 4 won't be a bet for us. So what we do now is we just sit and wait for the next race. Okay, this one here, the race 5 at Gosford. You can see the favourites here, Distorted Command, and 4.1, so that's obviously way over our 3. So there'll be no bet in this race, and we'll come back to the next one. Cheers. Okay, we can see in this first race at Albany, down here, Royal Hotness is at 250 on Betfair. The next best in the market is at 430, so looks like Royal Hotness will be our selection here. So we go over to the backing, put in number 7, and Royal Hotness say this, we have to go over here. You can see there is at 230 on Sportsbet. So we click go, tells us we've got to bet 385. So bring this down so you can see what I'm doing. So we're putting in here 385. Confirm. Okay, so we've backed Royal Hotness there for 385. So if it wins, we will win 8.86 less our 5. I mean, less our stake will give us our 5 profit we're looking for, and then we just need to go into the laying side. It's at number 7 at say 250 and 246 has just come down to. It tells us now we're going to lay it for 13.50. 13.50. Okay. So we actually got it at 246. So I mean, these things will happen. So okay, now so all we're going to do now is wait for the race to be 101, and one of these bets will win. Either the backing bet will win, and we'll go to our profit of 10 here, and our losses will continue here, or the horse will get beaten. Our liabilities will be cleaned up. We'll be making our $5 target on here, and our backing will lose our 3.85, but then we'll continue to until we make our £5 or $5 on that winning series. Okay, so the race is a little bit overdue. We'll come back shortly and see how we went. Okay, we can see here in race 1 at Albany, Harpin won it, so Royal Hotness ran 2nd. So that means our laying series now has come to an end. So you can see there we bet 13.50. So if you take 13.50, take away what we lost in that first bet, would come to $5. Okay, obviously we lose a little bit of commission on that 13.50 there. So we don't make on the laying bet, we don't make our full $5. That's the slippage we talk about. However, the series in that still win, even though we do get a little bit of slippage for commission. So because that horse Royal Hotness lost, we go to lost. We click lost, and we get this little message here. The laying target has been achieved minus the betting exchange commission. Okay, so once you do that, we go back to bet 1 in the laying series. We've made our 5 target, obviously less commission, and you can see here we're up to now bet 2 for the next race. Okay, and I think we've just missed the next race because it came hot on the heels of that race that we've just had. So we'll come back to the next race, and then we'll call it quits after these races. Okay, back soon. Okay, looks like coming up in this next race at Rockhampton, Joker Man, you can see here in the fixed price is at 270, and if we go over to Betfair, we can see it's at 330 and 4. So we may have a player in this next race, so we will just come back close to the event. Still another 5 minutes to go. Okay, we're getting very close to a start, so we better have a look. It's dropped below here now, so we'll put Joker in there at what price? At 2.9, and we put go. So 466 is what we've got to back it at. So we put in 466. Yeah. Confirm. Okay, and then its low price now is at 2.82. So go. So obviously we know we've got a 5. Okay, so we've backed it now. We've laid it. We laid it actually a little bit higher than that. So doesn't change to how much you would lay bet it because we're only winning 5. Okay, so it's suspended now. It's gone into in running. 1400 metre race. So we'll come back shortly and see how we went. Okay, so we can see here Rockhampton race 5. We can see Jokerman ran second above us, won the race. So that means our lay bet here was successful. So our backing bet here of 466 lost. So we click lost, and it comes and tells us now 2 back bets have failed, considering using some options in the risk management for the next backing selection, which you've got that when you purchase the software, you get the risk management manual for backing and for laying. So you could look at implementing one of them if you weren't comfortable with the next bet. Okay, and then the next message comes up, tells us your laying target was achieved. So we've made another 5 on our laying target, minus our bidding exchange. So once we click OK, the top line there will clear, and we'll be back to start again. So okay, so let's just recap in the 3 bets that we have had in this video. Okay, the very first bet obviously was this one here. This was our first back bet, and that gave us the our first backing target of $5. Because we've done it on Sportsbet, we obviously don't pay any commission on our backing bets. Okay, so that was our first bet. That was Series 1 for. I just type this in here. That was Series 1 on the backing bet. Okay, so that was our profit. In the second bet, we had a loss. Okay, we staked the 385 and we lost it. So in the third race of the backing series, we've had to stake for 466 and 466 lost also. So we can see in backing series 1 we've made the £5 euros, and backing series 2, which is not complete, we've had 2 bets so far, we are minus 851. So if we were to add obviously the profit from series 1 to it, we're currently down 3.51 minus. This is in the backing series. But of course, as soon as if we get a winner within the 5 backing bets, of course we will make our £5 profit, and of course we will be back to £10 profit for the 2 series. Okay, so that's the backing one. So keep in mind, in the backing series, we are down 3.51 after 3 bets. We've only had 3 bets. Now let's look at the laying. Okay, here we are. This is the Betfair summary on the lay side of it. So you can see the first one, word of mouth. As you know, word of mouth won the race. So it was a losing lay for us. So we lost 8.3 because our intended target was to win 5. So we lost 8.3. Okay. So in the next race, Royal Hotness, we staked 13.5 to get our £5 profit from the series. That horse lost the race. We won the bet, so we won 13.50. So if you look at it down here in Series 1, we got 13.50 return, less the 8.30 we lost in the race with word of mouth. The 84 cents commission. In Australia, we pay higher commission than the UK. So our total profit for Series 1 was 4.36. So in the 2 bets we made 4.36 profit. In the very next bet, Series 2, up here Series 2, we were shooting for £5 or dollar profit. Joker Man ran second, so it was a successful lay for us. So we got £5 back, less our 0.31 commission. So we made 4.69 profit. Now that was the end of 2 series of laying bets, okay? Just to summarise, have a look here. You can see here that in the total, the lay bet profit was 9.05. That was from Series 1 and Series 2. Now we're into Series 2, it's not finished yet. We're down 3.51. And for the 3 races that I just showed you on the video, we made £5 or $5.54 in those 3 races. Okay, so that shows you it's a slow way to accumulate, but it does work. All you're looking out for, the danger is the 5 successive wins or 5 successive losses in a row, and we know they don't arrive very often. And there is the risk management for backing and for laying, showing you what courses you can take to avoid this happening. But it will happen, but it's not disastrous. It's just one thing that's in racing. These runs do happen. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Now I just showed you horses. Of course you can use soccer, tennis, greyhounds, anything on it. You're just backing the same member, team, player for a lay. And all you want to do is get, out of every 5, you want to get 1 going against, so you don't want to get 5 wins in a row, and you don't want to get 5 losses in a row. Okay, so thanks for watching the video. On behalf of Max, the creator, and myself, Steve Davidson, I hope you find Layback and Win a good software to use, and also, obviously, the manuals too make for interesting reading as well. So thanks again, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.